Hi friends, this is day 8. This is chapter 4, quadratic. We can say quadratic equations. This is chapter 4. Yesterday we recognized how to observe, given equations are quadratic or not, and we found some formation of equations also. So we discussed yesterday two topics. That was recognition of quadratic equation, and second, which is we can say formation of quadratic equation. So before starting this session, let me tell you one thing. Whenever you are watching this video, so first of all, subscribe this channel if you are not subscribed, and press the bell icon, because whenever any video will be uploaded, so you will get notification in that. So that's why it's very important. Second thing, whenever you attend every class, just write in comments yes sir. Comments, write first of all yes sir. Right now write yes sir and send to us. This is must be done every day. Then we can get many students are attending the class, because right now we are unable to understand how many students are actively present, we can say attending the classes daily. That's why now first of all, every day first step is this: whenever you start this video, write the comment and yes sir, just say like this. If you get any doubts, any problems related to this chapter, otherwise previous chapter, so just write exercise this number, its part is that, and that question I will take on the board in next video. So every day I am scrolling comments. If anybody is writing, so their solutions I am taking on the board. If there is no comments, so that's why I am unable to understand what are the problems. So if you are facing some problems, write in comment box and I will sort out these problems on the board in next video. So today we will continue our 4.1 exercise. Last part is left. That was yesterday I gave you also. So that let's discuss. 4.1 exercise, last part of second question, which is fourth part. Question is that a train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed has been 8 km per hour less, then what would be the taken 3 hours more than to cover the same distance? So we need to find the speed. So let's take speed. Let speed of train be x kilometer per hour, and there's given distance is 480 kilometer. So as we know that distance upon time is formula of speed. Suppose we are finding time, so time equals to distance upon speed, and distance is 480 and speed is x. This is time. So right now this is the time, but according to question there is given, if the speed had been 8 km less. So according to question, if we reduce the speed, so that will take 3 hours more than to cover the same distance. So as we know that if we reduce speed, so time will be more than this. So according to question, if we reduce 8 km per hour speed, so this timing is called T2, and if we subtract T1, which is this, So we will get 3 hours because it is given 3 hours more its take. So T2 minus T1 equals to 3. If we take LCM is x into x minus 8. If we divide this by this, so there is 480x minus this 480 will be multiplied to x minus 8 equals to 3. If we cross multiply, upper side 480x minus plus and 488, so 0, 8 8s are 64, 6 will be there and 32 and 6 is 380, 3840, and this will be cross multiplied to this, so there will be 3 into x minus 8. Now 480x will be cancelled because both are positive negative, so that 3840 equals to 3x square and it's multiplied to this, so there will be 24x. So whole things we will write in same place, that is x 3x square minus 24x and minus 3840. Whole polynomial, whole equation we will divide by 3, so we will get x square. If we divide this 24 by 3, so there will be 8x, and this whole thing whenever we divide by 3, so 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6 and 3 8s are 24. So finally we got this solution. Now we got this equation, we have to solve this, but right now in this question no need to do, we need only expression and we have this expression now. So whenever we will get time, so we can sort out these also. This question also can be done very easily, but make it very clear. In this exercise, only we have to form an equation. So this much is exercise 4.1. Now, if I talk about next exercise, so next exercise is based on solution of equations. So in this exercise, 4.2 exercise, we will solve these equations. It means we will already get sometimes equations, otherwise situation will be given and we have to form an equation, then we have to solve the equation. So in first exercise it was just recognition and formation of equations. So both of them we have done. Now next exercise 4.2. So I am erasing this and let's start 4.2 exercise. First question, heading is find the roots of the quadratic equation by factorization method. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization method. Factorization method. Its first part, which is x square minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Now, how to solve? Factorization means we can use here MTS, we can use algebraic identities, we can use a plus b, a minus b identity. It means we can solve by taking common factors. So these all kinds of things are called factorization method. And in next exercise, which is 4.3, in that exercise we will learn, we can say, completing the square method, and one more method which is quadratic formula, that is also Sridharacharya formula. So these two methods also we will learn in 4.3. But right now in this exercise we will use factorization method. Let us see how to solve. So this is middle term, which is 3, and we have negative 10. So 7 and 3, their sum is 10, but we need product, and 5 2s are 10. So 5 and 2 we will take. So there will be x square minus 5 minus 2, and this is 10. So 5 and negative 2, if we multiply, so minus 10 is coming. That's why it is right. 5x negative minus minus plus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. In first two terms we will take x common, so x minus 5 is left, and here is 2 common, so x minus 5 is left. Now both the brackets are same, so x minus 5 is outside and there is x plus 2 outside. Let's take separately. X minus 5 equals to 0, x plus 2 equals to 0, and we got this solution, and this side this. So we have two solutions of this, and it was the question roots. So roots of x, 5 and minus 2. This is the answer. Please write it down. Second part I will take now. Second part I am writing this side. No need to erase anything. We have space. Second part, 2x square plus x minus 6 equals to 0. As we know that if first term is 2 and second one is 6, so 2 6 are 12. We need 12. 4 3s are 12, 6 2s are 12. But 6 and 2, if we subtract each other, there will be 4. If we add, then 8. Not possible because we need 1. So 4 3s are 12 and 4 and 3, their subtraction is 1. That's why 4 and 3 will be there. So here is 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. In first two terms we will take 2x common, and here is 3 negative. So both the brackets are present, common, so we can take out, and whatever is left, that we will write afterwards. X plus 2 equals to 0, 2x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2, 2x equals to positive 3, and x equals to 3 upon 2. So we get two zeros, which is minus 2, 2 roots, minus 2, and this is the answer. Please write it down. It was the second part of it. Then we will take its third part. Let's take now next part, which is third part of it. I will erase this. So third part is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0, and this we will solve. So for this we will multiply to each other. 5 root 2 into 2 root 2. So root 2 into root 2 is called 2. You should know that root 2 multiplied by root 2 becomes root 2 square, and that is called 2. It means 2 5s are 10 we need, and 7 5 2s are 10. So we can solve this. Root 2x square plus 5 plus 2 we can write. So whenever we write root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0. So in first two terms we will take root 2 common, x common. So there is x plus 5 is left. Root 2 we can't take common because root 2 is not present with it. So there will be root 2x. I'll write once again because little bit. So x I'll take common and root 2x plus 5 will be left. Similarly, we need 5 at last and there's root 2. So root 2 we will take common. So there 2 contains two kinds of roots. That's why 2 root 2x and plus 5 is left because this is taken common. Now first bracket which is common, that we will write, and second is this. If we take separately, so root 2x plus 5 equals to 0 and x plus root 2 equals to 0. So we will solve this now. X root 2x equals to minus 5 and x equals to minus 5 upon root 2. First is this and this becomes minus root 2. So we have two solutions, two zeros, two roots of this equation, that is minus 5 upon root 2 and minus root 2. This much is solution. I am taking now fourth part of it. Its fourth part, which is 2x square minus x plus 1 upon 8 equals to 0. This we will solve. Before solving this, we can observe this 1 upon 8 is written. So we have to take LCM first of all. So LCM is 8. 8 2s are 16x square. There is 8x negative and there is positive 1 equals to 0. This 8 will be multiplied to 0, so it becomes 0. So we get 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equals to 0. Finally, this is the quadratic equation. Now we will solve by factorization method. We have second method also. This was the middle term splitting. It can be done for Forza also. But I am telling you a different method. That is 4x whole square minus 2ab, which is 2 into 4x into 1 plus square of 1. This is called a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b whole square formula. Means this 4x minus 1 whole square can be written. If this 4x minus 1 is square, so we can write down 2 times, and if we equate to 0, so we will get 4x equals to 1 and x equals to 1 upon 4, and 4x equals to 1 and x equals to 1 upon 4. These are the two zeros, so two equal real roots are there. 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4. Please write it down. It's next. second question. Solve the problems given in example 1. So in example 1 there was many two parts are given. Their equations we had x square minus 45x plus 324 and x square minus 55x plus 750 equals to 0. So that example I am taking on the board now. I am erasing now. First question is done now. Second question is written. Solve example 1. Second question. Solve the problems which are given in example 1. There was two questions. In example 1 we had one equation in first part, that was x square minus 45x plus 324 equals to 0. Its second part we will take afterwards. So it can be solved by factorization method, because right now we are discussing factorization method. If I take this 324, if I divide by 2, 1, 6, 2 will be there. If we divide this by 2, we get 81, 3 then 27, 3 then 9, 3 then 3 and then 1. So we can see this is 2 to the 4 and there is 36 and this is 9. So their sum is 45. So it can be done. X square minus 36 plus 9 into x plus 324 equals to 0. Now what to do? Take it separately. Negative 30x, negative 9x plus 324 equals to 0. In first two terms we can take x common. So x minus 36 is left. There we will take 9 common, so x minus 36 is left. Now both the brackets are same. So x minus 36 and x minus 9 is left. And now this 36 we will shift other side. So this x becomes 36 and this x becomes 9. So finally we got two values, 36 and 9. Please write it down. Then we will take its next part, which is second part of that example. Do it fast. Now I am erasing this. Next part, which is second part of that example, x square minus 55x plus 750. So this we will solve by factorization method. 55 is the middle term. This we will solve. X square minus. So we can take 55 as two parts, 25 and 30. their sum is 55. If we multiply by 3, so 75 and 0 is 750. So product also we are getting. So x square minus 25x and minus 30x. If we take common x this side, so there is x minus 25, and if we take 30 common, so x minus 25. Both brackets are same, so x minus 25 will be there and x minus 30 is left. We can take separately these terms. So we got x equals to 25 and x equals to 30. So these are the values of x, 25 and 30. Please write it down. It was second question. Now 4.2, question number 3. I am erasing this. This is word problem. Question number 3. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Let one of the number is x and other (27 minus x), because sum of 2 is 27, so one is x, so another one is 27 minus x. According to question, product x into 27 minus x, that is 182. So this we will form now in proper equation. This 27x minus x square, and this is 182. Whole terms we will shift other side, so there will be 0. X square minus 27x and positive 182. So it can be written once again like this. Now 182 we can factorize this side. We divide by 2, so there will be 9 and 1. This is divisible by 7. 7 ones are 7 and 7 threes are 21. And these are the terms. We need 27. So 7 twos are 14 and 14 and 13. There will be sum of both. So x square, on the place of 27 we will write 14 plus 13 into x plus 182 equals to 0. X square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 equals to 0. X taken common, x minus 14, 13 is common, x minus 14 equals to 0. If we take x minus 14 and x minus 13. Now, first bracket is x minus 14 equals to 0 and second is x minus 13 equals to 0. So x is 14, x is 13. So we got numbers are 14 and 13, because if we take 14, if we subtract from 27, we can observe other number 27 minus x. So if we subtract 14, so we are getting 13. If we subtract 13, so there will be 14. These are the answers. Please write it down. Now I'll take homework. So I will erase this. We will take homework. Last questions we will do afterwards. Let's discuss about homework. Homework is solve two x square plus x minus 300 equals to 0. Second, six x square minus x minus 2 by factorization method. These two parts I have given to you. You can do yourself easily. If you get any problem, we can discuss. We will discuss all the things. But let me tell you very clearly, this chapter is very, very important for our 10th standard. In this, we have to solve by many methods. So it was the first method, that is factorization method. Second method we will discuss, that is completing the square. Then quadratic formula, nature of roots, many things are left. So if you get any problem in this factorization method, just write in comment and we will take few more questions to solve. Okay, so today's homework is this. I hope everything you have got, whatever you have got, that is easy to understand. If you face any problem, you can discuss to me. We will discuss about that also. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Today's class is this. Thank you.